Hey guys, Token Vaping, how's it going today? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning, a good week, good weekend, etc, etc, etc. Wishing you all the best. So today's juice review is by a company that is very well known, is pretty much out there everywhere. Do have multiple lines to their name, so they don't have just one. They do make a few. You may not know all of them. I know you know their main one. I have done a review on their main original line, and they came out with a part 2 to that line that I'm working on as well. But the company is called My Vape Bar, and the line that I'm talking about is Emergency Vape Stash, EVS. If you saw it, if you've seen my reviews on them, you'll recognize the bottle, you'll recognize the name. That's, in my opinion, that's one of their bigger lines that most people do know about. But today is a newer flavor set that they have brought out, and it is called Flakes. And there are 3 flavors to this. If I can get that. There are 3 flavors to this line. This one is called Sugary. There's a strawberry and a banana, and I will do a review on all 3 of them for you. Pretty simple label, as you can tell. It's basically meant to be it's going to be patterned after a cereal line or flavor base. But we're going to go ahead, jump into this. I'm going to vape it, give you my my opinion on the flavor, what it is, what it isn't, and then I'll give you the information on purchasing it yourself if you are interested. But this is the one that I'm doing today. It is called Sugary. And as always, you know I try to do it for you guys. I have fresh white cotton right there. And yes, what would I be if not a good host? I've got to give a shout out to Flakes. I've been using them basically for multiple years now. Pretty much the only cotton that I use for all of my reviews. It works really fast, little to no break-in time, you know, not hard to work with and things like that. So it's just overall and all around, it's just a great product to work with. But that link is always in the comment box below if you are interested in purchasing some yourself. If you do like this video or any other videos that I've done, a like and a subscribe is greatly appreciated. So we're gonna pop right into this one, and as you can see, it does have the safety ring seal on there, so we're gonna pop that. You heard that. And it does have the really thin nozzle tip, which is becoming really convenient on a lot of bottles. Definitely has a very sweet smell to it. Hopefully we will go, when we dive into the vape on this, that it's not going to feel like you're basically eating a jar of sugar. Some people I know do like really sweet flavors, especially when it comes to candy and things like that. Hopefully this has an actual, like a more of a specific flavor base, and it's not just basically just a sugar vape. I believe this one, it's pretty much supposed to be like a frosted cornflakes or, you know, sugar flakes, things like that. So I'm curious to see if they actually are put like the milk taste to this, or if it's basically going to be like some companies have made cereal flavors, but they make them more of like if you're eating them dry out of the box to try to capture the flavor that way. It's interesting to see the comparison between the two as far as to who does what. In that sense, sometimes I've had 1 or 2 where it was, you know, just a dry cereal taste, and it wasn't bad. And then I've had some that were, you know, supposed to have the milk added to it, and sometimes it seemed like it was overdone on that part as well. So there's always pros and cons to everything. But we're gonna jump into this one here. I'm gonna do a quick vape on this, and we'll go from there. So this is Sugary from the Flakes line of My Vape Bar. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick re-drip, and as I do this just in case that, you know, sometimes, especially with new cotton, you sometimes may miss out on something until it's broken in or worked into the cotton a bit more. Sometimes you might get too much of something because it still needs to be broken in, and it might be more overpowering than it's meant to be. So I do a re-drip just to make sure that I don't really fall into either one of those, so that I don't give the wrong impression or opinion about a flavor. So just bear with me here a second. Okay, so good points, bad points. It definitely does have a sweetness to the vape. There's no doubt about that. It definitely is sweet. A good point to it is that so far it doesn't seem that it's super overpowering to where, as I was mentioning about just the straight sugar taste to it, it doesn't feel like it's going to be too overboard to where it's going to make you sugared out within, you know, a few hours of vaping this. The nice thing that I will say about this, what I like about this flavor, is that it's supposed to be, you know, the frosted cornflakes in milk. If you've ever had a cereal like that, whether, you know, you basically know what I'm talking about. But if you've ever had the cereal after you've poured the milk in and it sat for a couple of minutes to where it started to soak the milk into the flakes so they soften up a little bit, and then that sugar sweetness kind of spreads out into the milk, that taste, that specific taste is what this vape reminds me of. So it's not going to be a dry cereal taste, and it's not going to be an overly milky taste. It's basically hitting that point of where it starts to lose, the flakes will start to lose their crunch because they've been sitting in the milk. That combination is what I pull most out of this flavor, and it's pretty much from the beginning to end. It's not you taste this on the inhale and you lose it on the exhale, or you only get this part of it on the exhale. Pretty much from inhale to exhale, the aftertaste included, you get that entire mixed taste of the cereal, just as it's crossing over into the soaked in milk taste of the cereal. I will say though, it's definitely probably one of the better on point frosted cereal flavors that I have tried and reviewed myself. So definitely hit the mark with this flavor. It is Sugary in the Flakes line from My Vape Bar. You can check them out on their Instagram page, or you can go to myvapebar.com. I will put that link in the comment box below as well. I believe if you order on their website, you get 2 of these for a set price. So you're basically getting 120 mils in 2 60 ml bottles for your purchase. They are available in their 0, 3, and 6. And just overall, the company itself, you know, they've been around for a while. They know what they're doing. Like I said, they do have multiple lines. So even if you're not a cereal fan, they do have other lines and flavors that will accommodate pretty much all spectrums of vapors. Everybody is different, you know, and everybody has a different taste palette. So there are enough options on there that everybody should be able to find something. As always, guys, I'm always grateful, thankful, and humbled by everybody that takes a moment to stop by, check out my video. If it helps you find a flavor that you've been looking for, or something new that you're wanting to try and you're not sure what else is out there, absolutely makes my day, and that's one of the greatest things that I could hear or know about in doing these for you. So until next time, as always truly love yourself, and always keep it cloudy. Talk to you later, guys.